morning students. I Ishwarya welcome you all to RKP online classes. Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start a new chapter whose name is Parts of Computer. This chapter is all about the parts of computer. Okay. So we will read about the parts of computer in detail in this chapter. So as we all know, a human body is made up of various parts and every part of our body has own importance and working. Like our eyes. What does our eyes do? They help us to see. What does our ears do? They help us to listen. Similarly, a computer has many parts and each of the part of computer has its own functions. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to read about the parts of computers in detail. Now look at the board. I made few main parts of computer. So the first part is monitor. This is monitor. Next main part is what is this? I know you all are aware. Yes. This is CPU and CPU stands for Central Processing Unit and it is also known as brain of computer. Without CPU a computer cannot work. This is a very main part of computer. Okay. Next is mouse. This is mouse. It helps to move the pointer. Okay. Next is keyboard. This is keyboard. Keyboard helps to type anything on the computer. Okay. So these were the main parts of computer. We will read them about them in detail later in this chapter. Okay. We will understand how does a computer work. A computer works on the concept of IPO cycle. Our computer works on the concept of IPO cycle. I stands for input. I stands for input. P stands for processing. P stands for processing. Next is O. O stands for output. Okay. So the full form of IPO is input, processing and output. Okay. Now you all must be thinking what is input? Input means when we give any instruction to the computer, that is input. Like if I type anything in the computer, that is input. Okay. And when computer processes that information, that is processing. And when I see my typed letter on the screen, that is output. So we will read about input, output and processing in detail. Let's start reading the chapter. A computer is an electronic machine. You all know a computer is an electronic machine. And why we call it an electronic machine? Because it works on electricity. Okay. A computer is also an automatic machine, right? It needs instructions or data called input. When we give any instructions to computer, that is a input. Okay. To take input, process it and provide results. When computer processes that input, we get output, means we get result. Okay. Let's understand the concept of IPO cycle with the help of few examples. Okay. Now look at the board. So your dirty clothes is your input and when you put them in the washing machine, that is processing, because you put the dirty clothes in washing machine for washing. So washing is the processing and when you get the clean clothes, that is output. Dirty clothes washing in washing machine and you get clean clothes. Clean clothes is your output. Dirty clothes is your input. Okay. And washing machine is your processing because you are washing your clothes. Means a process is going on, right? That is washing. And you get clean clothes after washing. So that is output. So the result of washing dirty clothes is you get clean clothes. Input, processing and output. Clear? Now let's take one more example. When we make a mango shake, how many products do we need? We need sugar, we need mango and we need milk, right? So these are the input to make mango shake because we need these three products to make mango shake. So this is the input to make mango shake. And we make mango shake in which device? Yes, we make mango shake in mixer grinder. So mixer grinder is the processing of making mango shake. And when we get mango shake, so that is the output. So mango shake is the output. Input is these three products: sugar, mango and milk. Mixer grinder is the processing and mango shake is the output. So this was all about IPO cycle. I hope this topic is clear to you all. Have you heard about the term user? Let's find out who is a user. The person who gives input to the computer or works on a computer is called a user. That means if I am working on the computer, that means I am the user of that computer. Like if I am using this marker, then I am the user of this marker, right? So I hope this term is clear to you. Let us read about input devices now. The devices that are used for giving instructions to the computer are called input devices. So the devices which are used to give information to the computer are called input devices. So the main input devices are keyboard, mouse, microphone and scanner. These are the input devices. Now let us read about keyboard first. A keyboard is used to type text on the computer. It has many keys for typing alphabet, numbers and symbols. As you all know, a keyboard has several small buttons which are called keys. These are called keys. These small buttons are called keys. Okay. Now let me tell you how many keys are there on the keyboard. I know you all have done in class 1-2. Yes, there are 104 keys. 104 keys are there in total on the keyboard. Okay. Keyboard is of very much importance to the computer. Just like we need a pencil to write on the paper, the same way computer needs a keyboard to type alphabets, numbers and symbols. Okay. So this was all about keyboard. Next input devices, mouse. A mouse helps in pointing at and selecting items on the computer screen. It usually has two buttons and a scroll wheel. As you can see, there are two buttons. This is left button and this is right button. And in the middle, there is a scroll wheel. This is called scroll wheel. With the help of this scroll wheel, a mouse can move. Okay. And this is a tail. Okay. Now, what does a mouse do? It helps us to select and click on the files and pictures. Also, it helps us to draw pictures and play games. So the next input device is microphone. This is microphone. A microphone helps you in entering voice instructions into the computer, and you can also record your voice on the computer using this device. So basically, a microphone is a voice recording device. It helps us to record our voice on the computer. So whenever you need to record your voice on the computer, you always need a microphone. Clear? So the next input device is scanner. A scanner allows you to scan text and other graphics printed on paper and stores them on the computer. Okay, so the scanner is used to print the images, text on the computer. Okay, so if I put this page in the scanner, so whatever text is written over this page, that will be printed on the computer and it will be stored on the computer. Like this way the scanner works. Now let's quickly revise the uses of input devices. So the first input device was keyboard. Now what does a keyboard do? Yes, it helps us to type alphabets and numbers on the keyboard. And how many keys are there on the keyboard? Yes, 104 keys are there on the keyboard. Okay. Next is mouse. What does a mouse do? It helps us to select and click files on the computer. Also, it helps us to draw pictures and play games on the computer. Next is scanner. Scanner allows us to print images and text on the computer, and it also helps us to store them on the computer. Next and the last, microphone. Microphone is a voice recording device. It helps us to record our voice on the computer. I hope today's discussion is clear to you all. Thank you.